Hey, welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching this video. You saw the thumbnail. We've got something exciting we're going to do today. We're going to cut apart two filters and take a look inside. One is from my 2015 Chrysler 300S with the 5.7 Hemi. It's round 3 of the Valvoline Restore and Protect. And then the other filter is from my Tahoe camping rig, which I am terrible at changing the oil on. It's got about 230,000 miles, 5.3 liter LS. Whatever the hell it's called. And I've got a Wix filter here that has been on the truck like 2 years. It probably wasn't driven 3,000 miles, but it looks nasty. So we're going to cut both of these open, which leads me to the thumbnail of me saying you're doing this wrong. So often you see guys cut open these oil filters and they immediately go to the pleats. Well, the last time I changed my wife's oil on my 4Runner after running Valvoline Restore and Protect, I noticed a tremendous amount of this granular dirt, like a 1/4 inch thick, in the bottom of the housing of the oil filter housing, which made me really upset that I didn't record it. So here we are with these filters. We're going to cut open the Chrysler 300 oil filter first, and we're going to save the best for last. The Tahoe, as of this last oil change, now has Valvoline Restore and Protect in it, so this will be the baseline. I'm really curious to see what comes out of it. My Chrysler 300, I am religious about changing the oil. I am on top of the maintenance. There is no sludge, there's barely anything, so I don't expect much out of it, but I do expect a lot out of the Tahoe. So here we go. Yeah, so back to what I was saying when I said that people are doing it wrong. What I'm talking about is the fact that everybody just digs through the pleats when they are checking out the oil filters to see what's in the pleats. Fair, but what they're not doing is checking what's been sitting and settled, the stuff that has fallen out of the pleats and is sitting down here in the bottom of the filter. I have seen dozens, if not over 100 videos about Valvoline Restore and Protect, and not one single time has a guy looked into the bottom of the filter, except me. I got a video, check it out. All right, so let's cut into this Wix filter first. There we go. If you don't have one of these tools, man, I think I got it at Harbor Freight. Super cheap, works freaking great. Just a flick of the wrist. Oh, this sucker is full of oil. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Let me pour a little of this out, hang on. There we go, crack the top. Get off there. There we go. Oh yeah, she full. Classic Wix, high quality internals. I got an oil pan right below the filter here. So there's the drain back. Here is the filter itself, which we're going to take a look at. I don't expect to find much. I do expect to find a good bit down inside the bottom of this oil filter housing. Again, if you're not checking the bottom of your housing, you're only getting a very small snapshot into what is actually in your oil filter. You can't see, but I can. Peeling into this baby, there is, golly, these suckers are tough. I wanted to cut this thing apart, but Wix makes their filters so damn well that you really have to get some power tools out to get these filters apart. I'm just going to tell you right now, there is nothing in here, but I might do a follow-up video tearing the filter element apart, laying it all out flat, seeing if there's anything really between the pleats. So, but let's look in the bottom of this filter housing. All right, I'm just gonna pour this into my pan and see what is left at the bottom. See what kind of sediment gets left in there. Man, this looks pretty spotless inside. That's a good sign. Nice heavy duty spring. See, last time I changed the oil, oh no, we got some sediment in there. Okay, there is some sediment down there. See that stuff around this ring here? That's all that it's cleaning out of my engine, that's it. Now on my wife's 4Runner, that stuff in the bottom of the filter housing was a 1/4 inch thick. I shit you not. This is very clean. That is the little bit of sediment. You see it clear as day right there. that has come out of the engine. Again, I keep my engine very clean, very well maintained. I imagine the inside of my engine looks immaculate, and that's all I'm getting out of this thing. This filter has been sitting like this for a week, so it's had a chance for all the oil and all the heavy stuff to be drawn down to the bottom, and that's all we've got. Now for the Tahoe filter. Now this Tahoe, I don't know how many miles are on this oil. It's probably not a ton. It's my camping rig. I pull my trailer with it. It doesn't get driven very often, and when it does get driven, it's either across town or it's out of town. So it's been used, it gets abused, it gets neglected, and I need to stop. So that's why I've gone with the first round of Valvoline Restore and Protect. The engine's got like 230 something thousand miles on it. It's just my beater, but I want my beater to last a while, so I got to take care of her. So I'm really curious. This filter has been sitting inverted like this for a month, so I'm really curious to see what is in the bottom. It is, I think I got the cheapest oil I could get at O'Reilly's the last time the oil was changed, like over 2, maybe 3 years ago. So don't be upset. Let's see what we've, oh God. Oh, that is thick, and it is nasty. I don't know if you can see this, but that is gross. The pleats are so nasty. Okay, this is bad. I'm glad I did this. Thank God I'm using wicks. I really want to see what's in the bottom of this filter, and I cannot wait to see what's in the bottom of the filter after the first Valvoline Restore and Protect oil change. So this is gross. Look how the pleats are like, I went way too long. These pleats are so hard. I went way too long. I don't know what changed. Oh, this is gross. I'm gonna get this media housing out. Might tear it open at a later time as well. I waited way too long. Now let's see what's in the bottom, if anything, because I don't know, you know, it's just regular oil. Regular abused cheap oil. So we will pour this out just like we did the other one. Wow, that is really bad. That is really nasty. The oil is really thick, it's really dirty, but there is, oh, there is some nasty, you can feel, okay, look, you see that? Where I like, yeah, the bottom of the entire filter, if I can get the right lighting, that's too reflective. The bottom of the filter, here, I'll make a streak with my finger so you can see the difference. Ew, see that? That is sediment from inside my engine. That Valvoline Restore and Protect oil change is gonna be gnarly. So this is what I say when you're doing this wrong. You can't just check the filter medias. You need to look in the bottom of your oil filter, because if you were just looking at the paper filter, you're gonna be like, oh, well, there's some stuff in there. The bottom of this tells another story. There's a lot more in your engine than you think there is. When you do this, let your filter sit for like, hell, let it sit an hour. I let mine sit a week and a month. You don't have to do that. But if you want to get the best picture of what's really inside there, let it sit, cut it open, check out the bottom, and it'll really tell the tale. Hope you learned something. Hope you like this. Hope this helps. Tune in next time. Peace.